Hey guys, Austin here, and welcome back to another Pixelmon guide here on the channel. Today we are going to go over how to get Silvally in your Pixelmon world. This is the evolution of type Null, the legendary Pokemon, because yes, believe it or not, this legendary did evolve into this magnificent Arceus clone looking thing. And we're going to go over exactly how to get this thing to your Pixelmon world today. If you guys have been enjoying the Pixelmon guides on the channel, be sure to leave it a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get right into this. So type Null here, or I should say Silvally. We're making this guide in Pixelmon version 9.2.8, the most recent version. And the first thing to talk about is the fact this thing does not spawn in the wild naturally. You cannot acquire this thing through it just spawning in your world. However, it is capable of still spawning in a 5-star raid den, so you can catch it that way. And it can only be evolved by catching type Null, which I already made a guide on, so feel free to watch that for information on how to get type Null. But it evolves from type Null with high happiness levels, specifically a 220 friendship level. So once you get it to that point, it will then evolve into Silvally, and then that's where the fun begins. So you can ride this thing. It is a land mount. You are allowed to ride it, but it does change form. Just like Arceus, you have to acquire the memories. If you could find these memories through either boss drops or loot drops, etc., this is what you're going to need to acquire in order to change the thing to its respective memory. And all you have to do is shift right click it to change its memory to whatever typing you want. Like I said, just like Arceus, you can shift its typing to whatever your best advantages or how you're building him, or you can keep him a normal type. That's completely up to you. Now, that being said, this thing does still have rates at which you can catch it. So it does have a catch rate of 3. It does register that spawns level 50, and it does yield an EV of 3 HP if you do defeat in battle, because like I said, it can spawn in a raid den, so I imagine that's why those statistics are still there. And of course, you can always Pokespawn in one, which is probably also why they still have to have those statistics. So let's actually go over the drop rates of this thing, and we can go from there. So let me Pokespawn some Silvally into the world, and we'll battle them. So if you defeat a Silvally in battle, it has a 100% chance of dropping 2 to 4 actually netherite ingots. Believe it or not, it has a 50% chance of dropping 1 to 2 shulker shells, a 30% chance of dropping 1 to 2 normal gems, and a 10% chance of dropping a rocky helmet. This thing probably drops the best items in the game, being shulker shells and netherite ingots, and even the rocky helmet's a good item to get. I'm just surprised it's all laced with all these drops, considering you'll never find this thing in the wild to begin with. Now, as for the stats, on screen now is its statistics. If you catch it like this, it's actually completely even across the board, whereas type Null did not have the speed stat equal. This one, all across the board, all its stats are equal. So you can train this thing however you would like. If you did happen to catch it naturally by itself like this, that's completely up to you, though. And yeah, that's pretty much all the information I have to give you on how to get Silvally in your Pixelmon world. Let me know in the comments down below if you yourself are training a Silvally, or if you found one, captured one, evolved to one. That's up to you. And of course, as always, I'll have all the information in the description on the wiki pages I use to gather this information, so you guys can double check or fact check me if you so desire. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. Goodbye.